Inside the Lines is brought to you by Hendrick HONDA of Charleston. When you buy a new or pre-owned vehicle, our Advantage program takes care of you for life. Make Hendrick HONDA of Charleston your first choice for your next vehicle. Visit their showroom at 1478 Savannah Highway in Charleston or online at charlestonhonda.com. And welcome to Inside the Lines here on CFCSports.com. I'm Jeff McCarriger. Thanks for tuning in this week. We have got a lot to talk about. The College of Charleston basketball team already with 20 wins, going for number 21. The women's team still in the hunt for a bye in the first round of the Southern Conference Tournament. The softball team taking on one of the top 10 teams in the country, and baseball trying to get back on track. So a lot to get to, and let's start with men's basketball. Senior night at TD Arena here in downtown Charleston as the three seniors on the squad, Andrew Lawrence, Matt Sundberg, and Bart Benton, playing on their last home game here for the College of Charleston. Good start for the Cougars right away. Andrew Lawrence underneath to Willis Hall, missed it, but Trent Wiedemann right there with the putback. Now, just moments later, Nori Johnson forces the steal, and he's going to take it all the way to the other end. Nice step-through move, lays it in off the fingertip roll with the right hand. Andrew Lawrence, lob pass up top to Ajay Baru. He gets the finish, and it's a 7-point lead for the Cougars. This time, Theo Johnson, the freshman, great move, strong move in the lane, and one. He would complete the three-point play. Cougars led by 2 at the break. Second half, Andrew Lawrence, one of the seniors, with a big three as the Cougars retook a 3-point lead. This one was actually pretty close for much of the game, but later on the Cougars would run away with it. Anthony Thomas with the putback dunk as the Cougars jumped out to an 8-point lead. Again, Andrew Lawrence underneath to Willis Hall. Two-hand jam for the junior. A 10-point lead now for the College of Charleston. Talked about the freshman, Theo Johnson, with the move in the lane earlier in the second half. A three-pointer from Theo. Andrew Lawrence with the kick out, one of his 7 assists. Anthony Thomas with the 3. College of Charleston would go up by 11. And in the end, College of Charleston hangs on to win it by 5, 55-50, as they pick up their 21st win of the season. So here is the latest up-to-date standings in the Southern Conference. We'll start in the South Division. Davidson, of course, still in first place at 16-1, 22-7 overall. Charleston right now 13-4. Of course, the Cougars have already locked up a first-round bye in the Southern Conference Tournament next weekend as well. 21-9 now overall this season for the Cougars, followed by Georgia Southern, Wofford, the Citadel, and Furman. Out of the North, it's a mess right now. Elon in first place in the North, no problem with that at 12-5. But then look at the dogfight going on right now for that fourth and final seed in the Southern Conference Tournament. Keep in mind the top 4 seeds get first-round byes. And right now it's a fight between Appalachian State, Sanford, and Chattanooga as we go into the final day of Southern Conference play on Saturday. Here's the head coach, Doug Wojcik, after the big win against Wofford.
You and I talked right before we went on. You knew it wouldn't be easy without Anthony Stitt. And the kids finally really attacked the basket in this second half. It got you working lead and held on, you won it.
We did, and Andrew really played well in the second half, which we have to have, especially with Anthony Stitt being out. I thought Anthony Thomas hit a huge 3 in the corner over here. Thought Theo gave us great minutes, and you got to give Nori a lot of credit for doing a good job on Cochran. He had 16 shots in the first half. I don't know what he ended up with. When a guy's firing as much as he is, and he can shoot, you really got to control him, and I thought Nori did a good job.
Well, Nori was interesting. We showed him on camera a couple times. He had no idea where the ball was, and he didn't care either. He was just staring at a gold 2 on a black jersey, and Cochran had a lot of points, but he took a ton of shots to get those points. You can live with that.
Yeah, well, it's funny. With them, it's Cochran and Collins. We don't want our guys to see the ball. Don't see the ball, watch him. He's taking you to wherever the ball is going to be. And we've really done a good job in both games against Wofford. Coming off of I think they'd beaten us 3 straight times. I thought we showed toughness in this series this year, knowing that Mike's teams have always been tough, and we were able to handle them.
Again, big win for Doug Wojcik and the men's side. We switch from the men's basketball team over to the women's basketball team, coming off a big win against Wofford and still in the hunt for a first-round bye in the Southern Conference Tournament. Here are the women's standings. Chattanooga on top with an 18-1 conference record, 25-3 overall, followed by Davidson at 15-3. App State in third place at 13-5. Elon there you see at 12-6. And then Sanford at 10-9. College of Charleston right behind them at 9-9, followed by Furman, Western Carolina, Georgia Southern, UNCG, and Wofford. So now looking at the remaining games on the schedule for the Cougars: at Furman on Monday, then at Western Carolina on Saturday. Again, keep in mind Furman 8-10 in conference play this season. Western Carolina is 5-13, so hopefully 2 winnable games for the Cougars. Meanwhile, Sanford plays at Appalachian State.
Everyone is really motivated to just keep working, which is really nice to see because, at the end of the season, teams sometimes tend to fall apart if things aren't going like how they had imagined them in the beginning. So it's really nice to see like everyone still bringing a lot of energy, probably more energy honestly than what we had throughout December and January. I think our team's practices have continued to get better as the season's gone on, which is pretty awesome to see. And personally, for my class, we've never made it past the first round of the tournament since I've been here. So if we were to get the bye, which I think that we will get it, I would just be very excited, and it'd be nice to have that going into the tournament.
So again, the women with a big weekend coming up, 2 games left as they stay in the hunt for that first round bye. We will take a break here on Inside the Lines. When we come back, the softball team trying to pull off an upset against the number 7 team in the country, and the baseball team trying to get back on track as well. We'll take a break, back with more on Inside the Lines right after this.
At Hendrick HONDA of Charleston, you get our best price every day. When you buy a new or pre-owned vehicle, our Advantage program takes care of you for life. We offer a lifetime powertrain limited warranty, free towing and shuttle service, complimentary loaner cars, and paintless dent repair. Make Hendrick HONDA of Charleston your first choice for your next vehicle. Visit us today at 1478 Savannah Highway in Charleston or online at charlestonhonda.com.
Off speed, and it's crushed. Forget about it.
Makes a fantastic catch.
Into the wind, the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. 2 gone.
Oh, put me in cold. I'm ready to play today. Put me in cold.
Welcome back to Inside the Lines here from inside TD Arena here on CFCSports.com. Thanks for tuning in. It's been a big week for athletics here at the College of Charleston, and we continue. The College of Charleston softball team taking on the number 7 team in the country, Tennessee. Could they pull off the upset? Here are the highlights. We'll jump right into this one from out at Patriots Point. Top of the second, Tennessee already with a 1-0 win. Hope Clicker with a strikeout. Later, another strikeout. In the top of the third, Volunteers still with a 1-0 lead. Later, in a 1-1 tie, Chandler Frisbee sends it into the gap, goes all the way to the track. That's going to score a run. And the College of Charleston takes a 2-1 lead. Now in the top of the seventh, now 3-1 Cougars. Charleston looking to wrap this one up. A ground ball sharply hit to third. They get the force out, and how about this? The College of Charleston knocks off number 7 Tennessee by a final of 3-1. There you see for the Cougars, 3 runs on 5 hits. For Tennessee, 1 run on 4 hits. Chandler Frisbee with the big RBI double in the 6th. Hope Clicker goes 7 innings, allows just the 1 earned run, and struck out 6.
It's a pretty much a high right now. Everyone's very, very excited. It's a great win for our team, for our program, and for the athletic department. To beat a top-ranked team in Tennessee is incredible, and our, the emotions again are very, very high right now.
Well, obviously Tennessee coming in ranked. I mean, we knew it was going to be a tough day and a tough opponent. So I just came in here having confidence in how I've been throwing this weekend. This weekend, we have a lot of games coming up, so I knew Tennessee would prepare us for it. And in the bullpen during the week, just prepared as mentally, as much as I could. And then in the game, first inning, of course, there were some jitters. You're playing Tennessee, goodness. But after that, I just settled down, got my groove, and I'm here at my home stadium playing for my fans, my family, and it's great.
Again, congratulations to Shelly Hoerner, College of Charleston softball, picking up their biggest win over the highest ranked opponent in school history. Now we'll switch from softball over to baseball. College of Charleston coming off a big win over Jacksonville, and now they've got their sights set on a big weekend series, a 3-game series against South Alabama. This year's series, though, will probably be a little bit different than last year when they swept South Alabama. Here's a look at the 2 squads as they come into this weekend series. Look at South Alabama now 9-0 on the season. The Cougars are at 4-4. South Alabama hitting .323 as a team. They're averaging over 10 runs per game. Their team ERA is at 2.5. They've struck out 93. For the College of Charleston, a little bit struggling offensively at hitting .225, but the pitching has actually done really well with a 2.7 ERA, 62 strikeouts so far on the season. Here's the pitching matchup for this weekend. On Friday, James Traylor, the left-hander for South Alabama, will take on Matt Pegler. And look at Pegler's numbers already on the season. The right-hander Has no record so far, so no wins to show for what he's done. His ERA, a minuscule 0.77. Jake Zocan will pitch on Saturday, and then Nathan Helvey, the right-hander, will take to the mound on Sunday for the final game. He's 1-1 with an ERA of 4.
Well, I think they're going to be a different team this year. They're very talented. Mark does an outstanding job of recruiting and coaching his team, and I know they're much improved from last year, his first year. So I expect a very good team to come into Charleston. They've really been swinging the bat well. They're pitching much better. It's going to be an extremely tough test for us this weekend, and look forward to seeing my good friend Coach Calvey.
So again, a big week of athletics here at the College of Charleston, with the men getting win number 21. The College of Charleston women with 2 big games coming up as they try to stay in the hunt for that first-round bye. We surge to the softball highlights against number 7 Tennessee, and baseball with that big weekend series against South Alabama out at Patriots Point. Thanks for tuning in. That'll wrap up this week's edition of Inside the Lines. Again, if you have any questions or comments for any of the players or coaches, feel free to tweet me anytime at Jeff_CFC. That's at Jeff_CFC. Be happy to pass along those questions and comments to the coaches and players and bring them on camera to have them answer. So a big weekend coming up. Make sure you stay tuned next week to see what happens. Southern Conference tournament play for both basketball teams will be coming up next week as well. So a lot to talk about. Thanks for tuning in here to Inside the Lines on CFCSports.com.